What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and today we're reporting on the news that video games are getting way more expensive, from consoles to games themselves to accessories, and I'm sure everything else around it too. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's dive in. This morning I woke up and the first thing I saw on my phone was that Microsoft is raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, and games worldwide. That is horrible news, because a lot of people consider games are already very expensive. Their games are already at $70. We had that price hike with this generation of the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and now they're going to $80. You already saw Nintendo do with Mario Kart, but now we're getting it with Microsoft, and I assume Sony will be doing it in a couple weeks as well. So this was reported on by Tom Henderson here. But essentially, Microsoft says it has adjusted its recommended retailer pricing for its Xbox consoles and controllers, with the Xbox Series X being bumped by $100 to $600. Think about that. A console that you could have bought day one 5 years ago is now more expensive. $600 for 5-year-old hardware is insane. Microsoft is also planning to adjust the pricing with some of its new first-party Xbox games this holiday season to $80. So Nintendo sort of ripped the band-aid off of that with Mario Kart World, but it was like, okay, we can get the Mario Kart World bundle, right? So the game's really only $50. That's how a lot of people were rationalizing that, but we can't escape from $80 games. We just can't. And I'm going to tell you this. If you didn't know, Microsoft now owns Activision Blizzard. They own Call of Duty. So Call of Duty is going to be $80 for those who care. Now, the only good news is they are not going to increase the price of Game Pass. So if you are someone who plays Microsoft games on your computer or on your Xbox, you can just have Game Pass and you don't have to worry about these price increases for now. However, I'm sure they will increase it at some point. If enough people go to Game Pass, I'm sure they will increase the price too. But this is one of the other great reasons to boycott Microsoft if you're into that. Now, the reasoning for this is we understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. And we also expect to adjust the pricing of some of our new first-party games starting this holiday season to $79.99. Those titles purchased on the Xbox Store have the benefit of play anywhere and allowing players to buy once and play on console and PC at no additional cost. Now, this is US pricing, and you know how it is. If you're outside of the US, things are going to be more expensive for you in general. So these price hikes are going to be even worse for you for non-Americans out here. And obviously, market conditions is due to these horrible, awful tariffs, especially on China. Most of our consoles are made in China, so that is a direct reason why these console price increases are today, literally today. I mean, look at that. Like the Xbox Series S, cheapest possible one, went from $300 to $380. Like, that's pretty crazy, right? I mean, and the Series X, $600, a $100 increase. It's just crazy. Controllers are going up as well. So wireless controller limited edition went up by $10. The Elite series is going up too. Just a lot of annoying stuff on accessories as well. So it's not looking great. And we already talked about Mario Kart, but $80, man. This was the canary in the coal mine, but there was nothing we could have done about it at the end of the day. And of course, Nintendo did increase the price of their accessories going ahead before the Switch 2 launch. So I'm going to say this. Don't be surprised if the Switch 2 price increases after launch. Don't be surprised. This is just the future and reality we live in. So I would actually recommend, if you think you're going to get a Switch 2 at some point, I think you should probably try to get one on day one. Try to get a pre-order or something within that first month, just because you really don't know when the prices will increase. I mean, the reality is, once the 90-day tariff pause is lifted, we don't know what those Vietnam tariffs are going to be, where all the US switches are coming from is Vietnam right now. And I doubt those China tariffs are going down anytime soon. I mean, they keep doubling down on it. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's one of those things that if you want to save as much money as possible in this hobby, you're really going to have to make some decisions now. Now, this is a hilarious tweet. The PS5 console Astrobot bundle is $449. This, I mean, think about this. You can get a PS5 with the 2024 Game of the Year for $450. If you don't have a PS5 yet, I think now is the time to get one if you really want to have a next-gen system, because, hey, the prices are not going on. Like, Sony increased the prices of PS5s in other regions, not the US yet, but I think it's coming, because I believe, like, 95% of PS5 production is in China. So we're pretty much cooked on PlayStation stuff as well. I'm sure they're increasing their games to $80. I'm sure their consoles are going to go up even further. So get this bundle if you want to save some money too. Now, one of the big things is we talked about Call of Duty probably $80, but GTA 6 is also supposed to be coming out. And earlier this year, industry analysts were talking about how they want GTA 6 to sell for at least $80, hopefully $100. And I think we're going to get at least an $80 GTA 6 and maybe a $100 edition of the game. There is a very high chance in our reality. And, you know, as someone who grew up, started gaming in like the PS1 and 64 era, but really started purchasing my own games within the PS2 era, PS3 era, like, these prices are so nostalgic, and it's just so crazy to see what we had and how, I mean, this wasn't even that long ago at the end of the day. This is just crazy. So dread it, run from it. $80 games still arrive, and this is just the future we have. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do, but hey, there are ways to, you know, maybe game share with people, maybe borrow games from people. I don't know. Or at least be more selective on games and wait for sales. You don't have to be there day one for everything. But this does not look good, and I'm definitely worried about the future of the Switch 2 when it comes to these prices. Because if those prices go up, I'm assuming all their games are going to be $80 as well. They can easily justify it with market conditions now. I mean, hey, 2026, whatever the new Pokemon games are, it's going to be $80 a pop, and that's going to be awful. But there we have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and the educational part of it. Please leave a like and subscribe, support the channel, join as a channel member. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.